If you spend a few seconds reading the title of this video, you should know what we are going to do today, so let's just not waste any time. The definition of non-nuke is simple: abilities that are not designed to nuke, but to provide or do something outside of just damage dealing. If you look into the subsumable abilities, there are many examples for this. But let's just look at these two abilities today. Fire Blast aka Ember's third ability and Molt aka Siren's second ability. There are very clear reasons that these two abilities are not nuke viable. Not just because they have low damage, but because there are more things that hold them back from being remotely viable. Fire Blast simply cannot deal damage to any enemies that have overguard, but fortunately, you can still strip their armor in 2 casts. This ability also have a line of sight requirement, albeit more lenient these days due to the recent changes for many line of sight based abilities. But things aren't so fortunate when it comes to Molt. Not only this ability has way worse line of sight checks than Fire Blast, way shorter range of 10 meters instead of 25 meters, it also possesses damage fall off of 100%, something that is even worse than the incapability to deal with overguard units because at least weapons existed. When it comes to maximum damage potential, Molt is significantly worse because it doesn't have something like hit inherit to gain elemental percentage for better ticks, Archon vitality for double ticks, and armor strip, and can only resort to emerald shards for the toxin DOT increase, and Archon continuity for a corrosive proc per cast. But if they are problematic, this video won't exist either. I know some of you may ask, what frame you are going to use for the setup today? You're on Amalystic's channel. Rhino can just be this channel's mascot at this point, you know. I'm not going to waste your time, and this is the build for Fire Blast. Do keep in mind that there are some essential mods like Archon Vitality for double hit procs, more strength for roll, and reinforcing storm as always. Archon shards wise, 1 tile casting speed shard and 2 normal ones is a must on top of Madurai Focus School providing additional 50% casting speed and 40% power strength. As previously mentioned, hit inherit is a thing now because it deals hit damage with a guaranteed proc. In short, hit inherit basically means that the initial proc is important. It carries over the hit percent, faction percent like roll and status duration to the proc afterwards. Just get yourself a Epitaph Prime, mod as much hit as you can with some viral in the mix. No magnetic because of reasons aforementioned, but if you are against Corpus, magnetic, viral and hit it is. The gameplay rotation is literally just you prime some enemies, press Fire Blast twice, and anything that isn't excitements or any overguarded units will basically just fall without even you trying. I specifically bring a strong melee for such targets like my favorite Torpedo Prime, which is a Riven build, so just choose any weapon that you find fitting for this. Regardless, they barely stand a chance with their armor strip, and melee afflictions double proccing via the standing combo of Clashing Forest will just immediately make them disappear. After Fire Blast, how about Molt? Anyways, this is the build for Molt. If you are against any armor units, Archon Continuity is literally a must-have and there is no debate for it. You are almost obligated to use 4 tile emerald shards for this, since this is the only field increases that even benefit Molt. And as you can see, The insane amounts of energy sustained are here for the fact that you can press this ability so many times that your CPM is the limit due to it having zero casting animation. And in order for this ability to even kill, you will have to spam this ability a lot. It also primes them with corrosive proc in the meantime, though you still need to be careful not spamming this too much because you can still run out of energy if not careful. You still want viral and hit on your primer, but only a 60-60 hit will do since you want the armor strip from hit only, on top of damage increase from viral procs, Benedict to make overguarded units easier to deal with. And that's basically it, I guess. This ability generally performs better against corpus because Toxin counters them. Just get a viral primer and you are good to go, to be honest. So, after all of this, what exactly did I want to prove? Primarily, I want to prove that just how easy Warframe has become, like almost toddler's level of easy for a game because the enemy HP is so little these days that it barely matters. It becomes a glorified Gunner game at this point, and I suppose that some of you still thinks that this game is at its greatest state or even at an upwards trend. I will personally make a very long video about this, so let's just keep it at here. This also proves that Rhino has become so game-breakingly overpowered that anything can nuke in his hands. As I always said, Rhino is a phenomenal nuke frame by choice. Not that Rhino cannot nuke. Rhino is, if not the best, one of the best nuke frame in game right now by the amount of damage that he can dish out by himself, along with Sevagoth 1+2 with both augments and a Nerza that goes all in on Divine Retribution. Regardless, these are some meme-worthy builds that can actually work quite well with proper understanding of the game. If you wish to try it out, feel free to do so. Anyways, I will be going now. See you all next time. Goodbye.